All right, let's dive in. And forget what you think you know. This isn't just some ancient history lesson. We're talking about a high-action saga. This is the origin story of a man who goes from a simple stargazer to the father of nations. This is the story of Abram, and trust me, it's an absolute epic.
You know, it really all comes down to one big question. When destiny, when the universe itself calls your name, what does it actually take to answer? For Abram, this wasn't just some simple choice. It was a full-on battle for his own soul, and yeah, the future of his entire lineage.
So our story kicks off in the year 2004 AM, which stands for Anno Mundi, or In the Year of the World. Now, in this time, the world is pretty much run by superstition and raw power, and it's here that one man, all alone under this massive night sky, is about to make a choice that will change literally everything. I want you to just picture it. Abram, out there in the dead of night, all by himself, trying to read the future in the sky. I mean, this is what people did. He's looking at the stars, trying to predict the rains, trying to get some clue about what fate has in store for him. This was just the way of the world.
But then, in this flash of incredible clarity, everything just shifts. He has this total internal revolution. He realizes he's been looking at the signs when he should have been looking for the one who makes the signs. It's a complete 180, a pivot from just reading fate to actually seeking its author.
And you know what? This realization immediately leads to action. He prays. And this isn't just some quiet, hopeful prayer. No, he's choosing his side. He is declaring his allegiance, rejecting all the old ways, all those evil spirits messing with people, and he's asking for the power to create a whole new path for himself and his family, forever.
And a choice like that, it gets answered. And it gets answered with a power-up unlike anything else. This is the moment our hero gets a gift that completely sets him apart from everyone else, a supernatural ability that had been totally lost to the world for generations.
He's given what's called the tongue of the creation. Now, what is that? It's Hebrew, the original language of humanity, which had basically vanished from the face of the earth since the whole Tower of Babel incident. So think about this. This isn't just him learning a new dialect. It's like he was just handed a piece of the universe's source code.
And this transformation, it's not a slow burn. It's instantaneous, and it's divine. His senses are like supernaturally opened. The lost language just flows right into him. And what does he do? He immediately puts it to use, transcribing ancient texts and just studying them nonstop. It shows this newfound dedication, no hesitation, just pure, relentless focus.
But Abram's whole inner journey, his power-up, it's not happening in a vacuum. The world around him is a brutal place, full of large-scale conflict. This was not a peaceful time, you guys. We're talking about an age of ruthless kings and epic battles where the fate of entire empires could be decided in a single bloody day.
So about 10 years into Abram's journey, a massive war breaks out. On one side, you've got Nimrod, the crazy powerful king of Shinar. And on the other, you've got his former subordinate, Chedorlaomer, who has decided to rebel. Nimrod, well, he decides he's going to make an example out of him. And Nimrod does not mess around. He shows up with an army of 700,000 men. I mean, this is an overwhelming force designed to just completely crush any and all opposition.
But Chedorlaomer, he meets this massive host with just 5,000 men. 5,000! The odds are just impossible. I mean, you got to think this is a slaughter just waiting to happen.
And then the unthinkable happens. Nimrod's army is completely and utterly shattered. He loses 600,000 men. He's forced to flee in total humiliating disgrace. This one battle completely flips the balance of power and proves just how volatile this world really is.
So, you've got these colossal wars shaking the very foundations of the world, right? But the next critical step in Abram's journey is something much, much quieter, way more personal. But believe me, no less powerful.
So after spending years in Canaan, Abram actually travels back home to Haran to see his family. It's a quick trip before he has to leave for good to fulfill his mission, and it's here that he has one final, absolutely crucial conversation with his father, Terah.
And with this blessing, Abram gets his earthly father's permission, his blessing, to follow the call of his heavenly father. It's such a powerful moment of release and approval. It's the solemn farewell that really frees him up for the road ahead. Okay, so now he's armed with a divine gift, he has the blessing of his father, and 20 years of preparation under his belt. Abram, at 75 years old, is finally ready. This right here is the culmination of his origin arc, the forging of the covenant.
He leaves Haran for the very last time. But this isn't some sad retreat or just a simple move. No, this is the confident march of a man who knows his destiny, leading his entire house and everyone he's gathered towards the promised future.
And the moment he arrives in Canaan, the promise is finally spelled out. The Lord appears and says it directly. This land, right here, will belong to you and your descendants. This is the goal. This is the reward he has been working toward this whole time.
And how does Abram respond to a promise like that? He builds an altar. He makes his acceptance physical, monumental. He offers a sacrifice, which is basically a public and permanent declaration of his faith. He's saying, I'm in. He's accepting the terms. The covenant is now sealed in fire and in stone.
So Abram has answered the call. He's received his power-up. He has accepted the covenant. His origin story is complete. But as any great saga teaches us, this is just the beginning, isn't it? The promise has been made, but the journey to keep it, well, that's going to be filled with trials we probably can't even imagine. The real test, it starts now.